This is Johnny Arno, one of our boxers here at FusBoxe. We're going to be going over some knife tactics coming up in this seminar workshop that's going to be happening this Friday from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. What I want to do is kind of address a little bit of the information that we're going to go over with knives. Knives are going to change a little bit from one of the videos that we just put out, that we're dealing with longer weapons like tactical tomahawks and tactical shovels. The knife play is going to change because the weapon's light, and so we're going to change our stance entirely. If you're right-handed, we're going to go ahead and hold that weapon in our right hand, but we want our right leg forward. And this is why. Turn your left leg forward to me, Johnny. If I stab you here, what did I stab you in? Okay. Turn your other leg forward. If I stab you here, what did I stab you in? Chest, not the heart. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that we're worried about. If we can do it, is we want our right hand. Do we have this back again? So we have our right hand forward. That's your strong arm with the blade. And we're going to keep our heart behind. This is important that I can't reach the heart so readily. If I cut the throat or I cut the heart, the party's over. If I cut the arm, I might still be able to go. This is a lot of what if. People say, if you cut here, you do this, you do that, this happens. It really depends upon the person. I don't know what it looks like when you cut somebody. Somebody might go crazy. Some people you have to shoot 36 times. Some people you have to just point the gun at. So people react differently to impact. But what we do need to do, no matter who you are, I don't care how tough you are, if I make you run out of blood or I stick that knife in your heart and you don't have blood to your brain, just like a choke, the only thing that we teach in Sambo and Jiu-Jitsu that's lethal is the choke. If we cut off the blood to the brain, you die. So this is what this is going to be about, learning to use the blade or defend the blade in such a way that we protect our heart and our throat. So he's going to have that blade pointed at me. He's going to hold it like a bird, more so than a hammer. The weapon itself should be pointed at my eyes. I won't advance on an eye. I won't do it. Point it low, I will advance on it. Okay? So with that being the case, I can take this risk at advancing towards this low motion, but he has it on my eyes. Well, now I've got a possibility of him moving his hand and replacing the blade where it was. Down I go. All right? So I don't want to be to that, and that's going to make me be cautious. So I'm going to keep the blade at him. And what we're going to work on right here is decent footwork. If we have a range here where I can't cut you and you can't cut me, I need to make sure that we keep that range. So if he steps to me, I'm going to move back a little bit. Now I'm going to step to him, and he moves back a little bit. And then him to me, good. And me to him, very nice. See, when we're boxing, or we're kickboxing, or Thai boxing, we're using padded gloves. And sometimes mixed martial artists or combat stylist people, they feel like they know real combat. But that's a point. That's lethal. So we have to take this as, in a knife fight, some people ask me, goes, what is my stance? And I said, picture it as the most athletic game of tag you'll ever play in your life. If it's life and death, you have to be incredibly athletic to avoid from taking this blade fatal. So he's going to put his guard up, my guard's up, and we're prepared. He's going to advance to me. Good. I advance to him. Nice. Now, we've got our body in position. We've got a good athletic stance. I need this hand covering my throat. This arm's covering my heart. I'm going to stay very tight. So he advances to me. Good. And to him. Very nice. And him to me. Good. And me to him. Very good. So, now what I'm going to have him do is he's going to go ahead and give a lunge to my body with his blade. I'm going to parry my arm down. At this point, I'm going to do a very quick cycle across, and I'm out. Because I don't know what that knife's going to do. How many people fight MMA and they do something that they think is a clear motion and somebody gets a pink lucky shot on them? Well, in MMA, that hurts. Here, that can be fatal. So, I'm going to advance towards him. He's going to re-advance towards me, and then I'm going to go ahead and parry his thrust. I advance to you, you advance to me, good, cut, I'm out. Right back to position. I advance to him, he advances to me, good, boom, and I'm out. So I'm going to use a little bit of power. He thrusts into me, boom, good, and I'm out. I need to make sure it's a good cut. If I can get the neck, I'm going to get it. If I'm going to get the head, I'm going to scalp it. I'm going to take that away. If I can get the hand on the way out, that's a bonus. But don't get cocky. I can get my hand too. So I need to make sure that I'm placing myself intelligently. So I advance to him. He advances to me. Good. So that would be one of the techniques that we're going with. Now, let's go up. I have a knife. Johnny does. Johnny is going to give me a stab in my body. Very nice. Okay, so what do we do? He stabs. I'm going to cut. I'm slapping wrist and hand at the same time. Okay, move it around. He stabs me, ready. Good. Now, this is where it gets really athletic. Watch. Ooh, yeah, who gets that knife first, right? That's a pretty big deal. So I don't want to have educated him and actually start over with a more educated criminal. That would be bad for me. So, final thing that we're going to go over, he's going to stab in my body, softball catch. He's going to slice to my head, basic block. He slices to the other side of my head, basic block. Very good. So, now we want to make sure that when I give a basic block, that I can take his arm all the way over and all the way up. Good. Okay, that's my circle of protection right there. And so once I understand that, anything that comes to the outside, boom, to the other side, boom, straight down, good, or to the body, I have a defense mechanism to cover. Now, if you shoot straight to the body a little bit too quick, I've got to move my body out of the way. And I'm usually looking for that motion. All right? So if we go full combat speed, I'm going to strike to his eye after this so he knows he doesn't mean anything to him. I'm going to set it right to the eye. I'm not going to poke it. Boom! And I'm looking for that knife first, right? And I'm going to set the blade and I'm going to try to find an intelligent target. Move it around again. Good. I want the blade. And we're going to move back in. Okay? So that'll be a little bit of the stuff that we're going to go over. Hopefully that was helpful to kind of explain some of the tactical stuff that we need to go over when we're dealing with knives. Again, Coach Sullivan, Johnny Argo, FusBoxe Mixed Martial Arts, and the SSS Fight Systems. Thank you.